28th time. The 28th time that the Pentagon has pulled weapons off the shelf to deliver quickly to Ukraine, often arriving within days to Europe and the war. Overall, the United States has provided about $21.3 billion in military aid and equipment since Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine on February 24th. So again, nobody told Ukraine that they don't have the money, all right? And again, I don't have any issues with Russia, so why is my tax dollars going towards this? The aid comes as Congress is poised to approve another $44.9 billion, all right? So there's going to be another $44.9 billion in assistance for Ukraine as part of a mass spending bill.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so here we are again, season 400 of Life on Repeat. All right, so you got to ask yourself the question, who is it that put Mayor Lori Lightfoot into office in Chicago? Who is the people that are responsible for doing that? Who are the people that voted for her as well as other Democrats across the United States at the absurdly high historical averages? Who does that? All right, what I find fascinating is that the very people that put these morons in office are the very people that just scream into microphones about them on YouTube videos all day. I mean, it is fascinating. But the product of the majority vote in Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, she just recently put up a tweet, and what this tweet says is, join the city of Chicago in turning off our lights in solidarity with the hashtag Light Up Ukraine campaign, a fundraiser to raise $10 million to purchase 1K generators to power Ukrainian hospitals this winter after Russia's missiles and drones damaged their energy infrastructure. Hashtag United 24. So then they have this double agent Zelensky down here. All right. But what I really find fascinating is this post right here. All right. This is a post from some guy on Twitter. And what it shows is all of the white supremacist support that Ukraine and, you know, its government and its people have. I mean, just multiple headlines from all over the place. BBC, The Independent, Associated Press, Reuters, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we have a black woman here, you know what I'm saying, who is saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, let's just throw more money in these people's pockets. I don't know if you guys recall, but there was a warning from the U.S. State Department that came out, yet another one, warning black people that, you know, we just have to be understanding with, you know, the anti-black attitudes and the anti-black sentiments that these cretins might come over here with, right? But here we are. And if you guys know anything about this Azov battalion and, you know, all of this far right stuff going on in Ukraine, the Obama administration was the administration that provided the most funding and the most backing for it. So yet again, here we are, life on repeat. You know what I'm saying? An alleged black leader showing solidarity to white supremacy. And I mean, like, I just find it fascinating. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when it comes to these quote unquote pro-blacks, you know what I'm saying? You see and hear more of these clowns talking more white supremacist than you do, you know, Tucker Carlson or Laura Ingraham or Sean Hannity. And nobody has to answer for that. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because a lot of the people who pay attention to these people and who fund these people are just as cowardly as, you know, people like Kanye West, and scared to call it out because these are the idols. These are the people that these people worship. You know what I'm saying? Because you think that you don't have, you know, anybody else to fight for you. Well, you probably don't. You know what I'm saying? So start doing some push-ups, get your weight up, and start fighting for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is an article here from WKBN 27. All right. right? And it has an excerpt from AP International. U.S. is sending Patriots to Ukraine under yet another $1.85 billion aid package to Ukraine. So I know everybody is just thrilled about that. You know what I'm saying? The Biden administration announced on Wednesday that it will provide $1.85 billion in military aid to Ukraine, rolling out funding for a Patriot missile battery as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Washington for his first known trip out of his country since Russia invaded in February. The White House announcement came just hours before Zelensky landed at Joint Base Andrews, just outside of the Capitol. The package includes $1 billion in weapons and equipment from the Pentagon stocks, including the Patriot battery for the first time, and $850 million in funding through the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. Part of the USAI will be used to fund a satellite communications system, which will likely include the crucial SpaceX Starlink satellite network system owned by Elon Musk. So isn't that something? Your boy Elon Musk, all of these right-wing people, that's their guy. You know what I'm saying? He's actually in on this, and he's going to be getting paid from it as well. All right. As Russia continues its brutal attacks against critical infrastructure in Ukraine, the United States welcomes President Volodymyr Zelensky to Washington, D.C. today to underscore our enduring commitment to the people of Ukraine. They have more commitment to the people of Ukraine than they have to the people here in the United States. And when I say the people here in the United States, I'm talking about white people. So my thing is, I'm going to ask everybody the same question that I always ask. If they're doing that, what do you think is the support that is there for us? You know what I'm saying? The only people and the only way that anybody is going to get anything is if we do it and get it ourselves. Our government, our neighbors, our co-Americans cannot be counted on to ever look for or assist us in any kind of justice. You know what I'm saying? It has to be us, and it has to be us only. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said in a statement, adding that the U.S. will be providing critical new and additional military capabilities to help Ukraine defend itself from Russia's ongoing brutal and unprovoked assault. Zelensky and other Ukrainian officials have pressed Western leaders to provide more advanced weapons, including the Patriots, to help their country in its war with Russia. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why is that our responsibility? You know what I'm saying? I find it fascinating. All of these people who don't have any problem or any issue asking that question when it comes to reparations, they're all silent when it comes to this. The Patriot would be the most advanced surface-to-air missile system the West has provided to Ukraine to help repel Russian aerial attacks. Also included in the package are two other key items. The Pentagon will send an undisclosed number of Joint Direct Attack Munition Kits, or JDAMs, to Ukraine. The U.S. also will fund satellite communication terminals and services to shore up a potential vulnerability for Ukraine after Musk said his company can no longer afford to provide the services for free. So again, while Musk is sitting there trolling on Twitter and, just having fun, allowing for N-word use and all of this stuff going on Twitter, nobody's calling him out about feeding weapons to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you don't have interest in these kind of things, and you don't have the information necessary to rattle this kind of stuff off when people are talking about this, or this is on public display, you have to ask yourself the question, well, why wouldn't it just continue to keep happening? You know what I'm saying? The kits will be used to modify massive bombs by adding tail fins and precision navigation systems so that rather than being simply dropped from a fighter jet onto a target, they can be released and guided to a target. The satellite money would act as a hedge against the possibility that Musk again threatens to stop funding them. Musk shipped the first Starlink terminals to Ukraine just days after Russia invaded in February, and as of October, there were more than 2,200 of the low-orbiting satellites providing broadband internet to Ukraine. Now, what I find fascinating is that the Elon Musk loving white right never calls out Elon Musk as a part of the military industrial complex. Now, my question is, why is that? In October, he asked the Pentagon to take over the cost for operating Starlink in Ukraine and tweeted that it was costing SpaceX $20 million a month to support the country's communication needs. The system has been a game changer in allowing Ukraine's military and infrastructure to continue to operate, said John Ferrari, a senior fellow and space expert at the American Enterprise Institute. While Wednesday's funding announcement for its satellite communications terminals and services and doesn't specify Musk's company, it would be difficult to introduce other systems into the battlefield because they won't operate well together, Ferrari said. So basically, Elon Musk, he's got a monopoly-like stronghold on the military equipment and military communication equipment going on in Ukraine. The decision to send the Patriot battery comes despite threats from Russia's foreign ministry that the delivery of the advanced surface-to-air missile system could be considered a provocative step and that the Patriot and any crews accompanying it would be a legitimate target for Moscow's military. But while the White House is pushing back against the notion that the delivery of the Patriot amounts to an escalation of U.S. involvement on behalf of Ukraine, a senior administration official who briefed reporters on the condition of anonymity says that Biden has been clear that his administration would lean forward in supporting Ukraine, but not in seeking to engage in direct war with Russia. Of course not. It's not clear exactly when the Patriot would arrive on the front lines in Ukraine, since U.S. troops will have to train Ukrainian forces how to use the high-tech system. The training could take several weeks and is expected to be done at the Grafenwar training area in Germany. To date, all training of Ukraine forces by the U.S. and by the West have taken place in European countries. Also included in the aid package are more rockets for the High Mobility Artillery Rocket Systems, or HIMARS 500 precision-guided artillery rounds for howitzers, 30 mortar systems and 10,000 mortar rounds, 37 mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, 120 Humvees, 6 armored trucks, and more than 2,700 grenade launchers and other weapons, and undisclosed numbers of HARM air-to-surface anti-radiation missiles, Claymore anti-personnel mines, demolition munitions, and other equipment and body armor. The Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which pays for longer-range purchases, will fund more than 200,000 rounds of various types of ammunitions, the satellite systems, and ongoing training and maintenance. This is the 28th time that the Pentagon has pulled weapons off the shelf to deliver quickly to Ukraine, often arriving within days to Europe and the war. Overall, the United States has provided about $21.3 billion in military aid and equipment since Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine on February 24th. So again, nobody told Ukraine that they don't have the money. All right. And again, I don't have any issues with Russia. So why is my tax dollars going towards this? The aid comes as Congress is poised to approve another $44.9 billion. All right. So there's going to be another $44.9 billion in assistance for Ukraine as part of a mass spending bill. And the idiots on the right are cheering on their boy Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is going to flip this $49.9 billion and make even more money out of it. You know what I'm saying? That would ensure that U.S. support will continue next year and beyond as Republicans take control of the House in January. Some GOP lawmakers have expressed worriness about the assistance. Yeah, and that'll end as soon as they realize that it's their love child, Elon Musk, making all of the money off of this. All right. But, you know, at the end of the day, we got to ask ourselves those very serious questions like, is the world correct? Because when people show absolutely no interest in this, you know what I'm saying? When people expect other people to quote unquote do for them, when none of this money is going into any business owned by any black person, I mean, the expectation should be exactly what we see. You know what I'm saying? Inputs equal outputs if they're put into a system. You know what I'm saying? And we already know what kind of system governs this world. So until efforts are actually made to change that system, what we're looking at is exactly what we should be looking at. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice, smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right, peace.